What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down Justin Jefferson and his route running ability. We're going to talk about some of the best routes that I've seen him run personally and why I think he's a great route runner who's a very intelligent route runner with a high football IQ. And speaking of high football IQ, guys, if you want to improve your ability to read coverages, you got to be able to understand defenses. This is the perfect time to do this as you're indoors, as you're forced to stay at home. Check out that link in the description that says learn how to read defenses. We break down 70 NFL defenses already, and then we do 4 every single week that are new content, advanced content for people who want to improve their football IQ. Let's get started with this breakdown. So first thing is first, he's going to be working this triple rocker step here. So he's going to be working this kind of out route. So in a triple move in anything, off the line or at the top of the route, the step that I'm going to go with first is opposite from the side that I'm going to break. So he's going to go right, left, and then right again and break on this out. Okay, now here's the thing important about this is upper half is what sells this route. So let's watch it full speed here. So he's coming out. And then he goes 1, 2, 3. Gets his DB to turn his hips and accelerates off the break. Now, this throw is in the dirt here. That's why I cut it off. But we're going to mainly talk about just the focus of this route. And also, guys, you see how this DB, I know it's tough to see here, but you can tell by his foot, how he's a little bit outside leverage, right? And I'm not just going to run an out route right into his outside leverage, right? I'm going to attack his leverage because what he's going to do is he's going to do one of two things. He's either going to continue to keep his leverage to the outside of the field, right, which is just going to give up the inside of the field, so probably not likely, right? So he's not going to go with you. We're going to get him on his heels, and we're going to be able to square him up and be able to attack him and get him on the defensive, right, instead of just him sitting outside leverage trying to play this thing smart. So when he comes off the line of scrimmage here, when he decides to make this first move, look where his body goes, right? His body is turning to the inside of the field. He's being very sudden with his feet, right in stride, not giving any indicator with his pad level. Everything about this is like he's going to make an outbreak right now. Now, what I like here is when he comes off of that, his body turns again to get this DB to sit outside and get him to lean, right? And then look at his feet. Toes are forward. The weight's on the inside portion of his foot. On any kind of rocker step, guys, we got to be pushing off that inside arch of his foot, and you see that like shin angle almost off of all of our steps. 2 and then 3 again, and you look where his body goes, right? And then you see obviously by this DB's angle that he's biting way inside because, again, if we close the gap with this DB, he's looking at my hips, right? He's not looking at my feet. My feet could just got to be quick. They got to be in stride, and I got to be explosive. But my upper half is what's going to get me space because if I could turn my upper half and my hips, that's what's going to get this DB to lean, right? And now the important part is even if I get him to lean and overcommit, I got to drive off of this break. I got to pump my arms, and I got to accelerate out of this thing, right? So he's here, and now you see he's pumping his arms, and he's running. He's continuing to get space from that DB, and as you can see, I know it happened pretty quick. That DB's shooting way inside. He's overcommitted. He opened up his hips, right? DB could stay a little bit more disciplined, but it's hard when a receiver's moving his whole entire upper half to get this DB to turn, okay? So that's a great job here driving off of this thing. And then obviously that throw in the dirt, but let's watch it again full speed one more time. Pushing off the inside arch. On triple move, you want to step with the opposite side of where you're going to end up going, okay? Then if it was like off the line, like let's say this DB was walked up and I want to hit him with the triple move and I want to take an outside release, I would go right, left, right. Okay, so that's the thing about a triple move. Pushing off the inside arch, your upper half is working. Let's watch it again. So attack his leverage. 1, 2, 3. Upper half moves, pump my arms, and drive out of the break here, okay? So he's going to be this number 2 receiver right here. Now, this is a common move that you'll see guys like Adam Thielen work in the red zone for Vikings. Is he'll give this kind of close the gap, give a little hesitation, and then go left, right, and then take this thing up in the inside of the field. So let's watch it full speed. So he comes up, hesitate, 1, 2. Gets that DB leaning, accelerates up inside, and gets some space. So off the line of scrimmage here, we're fast, right? Why are we fast? Because we want to get this guy on the defensive. Why wouldn't we just come out slow and hesitate? But also it has to do with the timing of the play, right? There are times when you might think that, oh, he's just making this stuff up on the fly. He walks up to the line and he thinks he's going to do this. No, there's timing with the play. So during the play, he's thinking they practiced this a million times in practice, and he knows the situation. He knows the timing. He knows when Burrow, whoever the quarterback was, wants to get this ball out of his hands fast, right? Or wants to get his ball out of his hand at the time that the play develops, right? So we got to come up off the line. We got to hesitate. We got to give a little bit more time for our quarterback so he could get this ball out of his hands when the play needs him to, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at, okay? I hope that didn't confuse you. So when I come off here, again, you see how he's closing the gap with this DB. I want to close the gap with him. I want to get him on these heels. I want to get him flat-footed, or at least on the defensive, right, and almost a back pedal. So when I come up to the top here, I give this little hesitation, right? So you see how his pad level's here, then he starts to pick his pad level up and slow down. Changes the tempo of his route. So he's fast, slow, then he's going to explode, left, right. So we freeze him right here, right? Freeze him, and then we're going to leave him to the outside. So he comes up here. So now he's making a double move. So he wants to go inside. What foot is he going to step with first? His left foot. So on any kind of double move, you want to step to the side you're going first. That's how you don't get confused. So you come up here, he goes left, right, and again, look where his body's turning. And look where this DB's looking, right? Looking right at his body, looking at his hips. And so I'm turning my body as my feet are sudden, as my feet are staying forward, and as I'm in this explosive pad level position. He's not popped up. He popped his chest up, then he popped right back in this explosive position. 1-2, got him leaning to the outside, and now he snaps that head around. We got to know the situation, guys, right? So we're on the freaking, or maybe the 5-7 yard line here. I know this quarterback's going to want to get the ball out of his hands, right? He doesn't want to sit back there and hold it because more often than not, he's probably going to be getting a little bit of pressure in this kind of a situation. So I got to snap my eyes around. I know Burrow's going to be getting this thing out on time, and I'm accelerating off this break, and I'm running to the spot. Great route here by Justin Jefferson. Let's watch it full speed again one more time. So comes off, hesitate, freeze him, leave him. Left, right, very sudden feet. Upper half is violent. So he comes off here, hesitate, 1-2. Get him leaning to the outside. Your upper half is what's going to take you there. Okay, so now this is not really, I would say, like a wow you type route. Like he didn't break his ankles. We're just going to talk about the technique of it, okay? So, and how this can set up future routes and how you could do multiple things off of this. So you see how he comes off the line here? We're just going to talk about his stem, right? Stem, this hesitation fake, my fault. This hesitation fake really, I'm not going to focus too much on this portion of the route off of this hesitation and then burst up over the middle, just because what I want us to see here is, because you see how he's pointing, he's got help to the inside, right? But we're just going to talk about what he's doing off the line of scrimmage, okay? So he's obviously got help to the inside, so I'm not too worried about it. He's not getting his ankles broken. He's not biting on the fake. This is not man coverage, right? But we're going to talk about what Jefferson's doing off the line of scrimmage here, right? So what he doesn't want to do is just come straight over the middle and kind of sit and just sit there and let 32 right here just come over the top and play him and sit in his zone and be fine and not give him anything to work with. So what he does here is, you see how 32 is a little bit inside leverage. Now, how can we tell it's zone? How he's looking in the backfield, right? He's not squared up here, and he doesn't have his eyes on Jefferson. And Jefferson should know that too, right? So when he comes off the line of scrimmage here, you see how he attacks his leverage, right? He takes his stem to the inside, because look what this DB's doing. Shuffling out here, trying to stay in his zone, trying not to get squared up, because here's the deal. When he takes this thing inside here and he takes his stem out, imagine if this DB 32 here stays flat and starts to backpedal and starts to stay inside. And then Jefferson hits him with a right left, holds him inside, then he's open and he takes over the flat. He's in that hook to curl window that this safety's trying to cover, right? So that's why we use my stem to come off the line of scrimmage to get me some space, because he's got this option route, right? He could either go in or he could go out. So we're just reacting off of 32. So because I took my stem to the inside, he shuffles out. It's zone. He thinks he's got help inside. Okay, let's just sit right there. Let's just take the inside route. Let's not force this thing and go outside. So when you come off, angle his stem. He stays disciplined, stays outside. Okay, let's just take the inside. Ball gets out quick. Now let's get upfield and let's work. That's a great job by Justin Jefferson. It's smart. That's an intelligent play right here. Recognizing that zone, knowing that he'll probably swing outside, but I got to know that my stem is what's going to force him to react. Shoots outside. Let's just take the inside. Call it an option route, right, for a reason, because we're just reacting off of this linebacker, the safety, whoever walks down. So he's coming off here. Just take the inside. Great job here by Justin Jefferson. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please leave in the comments any questions you guys have. I will make sure to get back to you. And again, guys, if you want to improve your football IQ, check out that link in the description. I'll see you guys next time.